Hi, this is me being Tiara. Liberation through limitation, breaking the covenant with the program. I think this is part 4. That's funny. Okay, we're going to look at the genetic imperative. The genetic imperative is what keeps our species alive. Quite simply, it says, mate, make babies. And further, it says, make babies with someone genetically different in order that those babies will be strong and survive. This imperative is bred into the deepest aspects of our cellular structure, and it creates a couple of things beyond the survival of the species. It has us mating with people who are very unlike us, genetically different, who at first are very attractive because we're built to be attracted to what's different. But after a while, it becomes difficult to get along with these people because they're so dissimilar. You know, it's like imagine the very archetype of the repressed Brit with the stiff upper lip who meets the flamboyant Italian. And, at first they're like, the British is like, oh, you're so lively. It just brings me alive. It's so wonderful. And the Italian's like, oh, you're so calm and you're so steady. It helps me get grounded. And so they fall in love, right? And it's wonderful. And they have all this great sex. And after a while, the Brit's like, can you just fucking calm down? And the Italian's like, can you just wake up and be alive? Where's your emotions, and that's like an archetypal example, but it happens all through the chart. It happens, wherever we are attracted to something different than us. At first, there's so much attraction and it can be all lusty and groovy and wonderful. And after a while, it can grate on us because who we get along with is who we are more alike. So the next thing is it produces in the mind that we should actually be different. So it's this interesting phenomena that it's not just be attracted to that which I am not, but be what I am not. That I would be stronger if I would be something different than who I am. In other words, we should be who we are not, our not self. The way the mind tries to accomplish this is by running into our openness and advocating we be that openness in a futile attempt to make us stronger and therefore ensure our survival. Of course, it is a faulty premise, for we are obviously stronger and more capable in who we are than who we are not. So we can take an example of Tiara, because I love talking about her. That's me. I'm emotionally defined, so it's vital to my decision-making that I wait for clarity. Now, here's the thing about waiting for clarity. There's no way to predict when clarity will come. It's not like this logical step-by-step process. I'm not totally unclear, and then a little more clear, and then a little more clear, and then a little more clear, and I know 5 days later I'll be clear. It just is a process. There's no way to predict. Clarity can be shattered with new information. And clarity is never 100%. Added to this, I have an open spleen. I live with a sense of insecurity and my body doesn't always feel good. I have a completely open ego and its accompanying sense of unworthiness. I've been doing a lot to decondition my ego lately. But for most of my life, I can sense a question underlying almost every decision I've ever made in my not self, which is, will I prove myself if I make this decision? I have an open throat, and I don't see that open throat addressed as often in HD. My open throat wants attention. And the underlying, what I have determined is that the underlying impetus for wanting attention comes from this question inside of me, which is, am I really here? Do I actually exist? And I see this in the open throat because manifestation comes through the throat. And so if I don't manifest, do I exist? It's kind of this existential thing. When a plan falls through, I can run headlong and into panic. You know what? I'm going to stop there because my battery is actually running out. To be continued. Hopefully I will say part 4, second part. Next one.